this look familiar? Striking a balance with your kids' screen time can be difficult at the best of times. It's hard, right? Especially right now. So many kids learning online, doing all that stuff. Tania DaSilva is a youth therapist and joins us from Toronto this morning. Thank you for doing this.
Thanks for having me.
Tania, as I pointed out off the top, remote learning is ramped right up right now because of the pandemic. How do we find the proper balance?
I think for parents, they're starting to really panic and they're feeling like they're losing control to the screens. But the way that we've been kind of pulling back and feeling a little bit more kind of in control of what's happening is by considering our old schedule and our old routine. And then looking at how are we filling that with screens. So like you talked about, remote learning is happening. It is giving them more screen time, but it's also giving them the opportunity to still get an education. So we also look at that with extracurriculars that have moved online or tutoring or therapy and starting to see the value in that screen time. And realistically, we've just kind of switched things around where let's focus less on how much time they're spending on the screen, but be more conscious about what we're scheduling in that's offline time. So going for a walk, staying active, learning life skills at home since we're all cooped up at home anyway.
One of the things is during that school time, you know what the kids are doing, right? They're doing assignments, all that kind of stuff, but it's after school when they pick up their phone, their tablet, whatever they're using at this given moment. How do you talk to them about the safety, especially social media right now, which has been so volatile?
And that's become, I think, again, really overwhelming for parents because each platform is so different, where I notice parents will try to create just blanket rules and then they realize they're getting into a power struggle because the rules don't fit for each platform. So for some, you might need a chat option to actually play with your friends. For some, your profile might not be able to be private. So what we've been doing is talking to parents about coming up with 2 to 3 non-negotiables where across all platforms, this rule is always a rule. Something like you don't meet up with strangers or people you don't know, but then actually taking time to encourage that curiosity to sit and play and experience those apps, those platforms with their kids and come up with rules that make more sense because it's going to help you avoid those power struggles where kids are like, it doesn't make sense that I can't play this way. And then a lot of the times we get frustrated where we're like, you know what, I'm just taking your screen away, and then it causes a meltdown. So it's taking that extra time to explore the platform so we can come up with something that's actually going to work.
Is there some value to, I hear parents sometimes, they say, I just have a random spot check. Tuesday, 2 o'clock, I walk by my kid, I'm like, hey, give me your phone, let me see what you're looking at. Is there value to that?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I always encourage that as well, especially depending on their age. And I'm honest with kids about it, where I'm like, you're still really young. So yes, we're going to give you your independence and you're going to have your time to talk to your friends and explore things on your own. But we're also going to make sure that we're still there to provide guidance. And that's looking into what you're doing online, what you're searching to make sure that you're safe.
Encourage us. It's Friday. Uplift us. What do you got for us?
I think the biggest thing is parents need to realize that they're parenting in a pandemic. You're not just parenting anymore. So it's really just being easy on yourself and on your kids. All of this is new. They've all been thrown into so much screen time. They're going to make mistakes, but everything's still going to be okay at the end of the day.
Tania, thank you for this. I appreciate it. Is there a website we can check out more information from you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's at behaviormatters.ca.
Wonderful stuff. Instagram is also Behavior Matters. Thank you so much for doing this today. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much.